Is this case being rushed to avoid due process, to avoid court hearings?
Were you familiar? Are you familiar with the case in question?
To the extent that, yes, I am. I'm sure you are.
So this person has had years of due process. In other words, the cases that you're referring to are individuals who have already received all of their due process, including a final adjudication of their claims and an order to be removed from the country. In other words, they've been in the system for years. We've been told for years that individuals who have been freed, so remember, the Biden administration freed illegal aliens at the border, and then instead created a system where they're supposed to go through what's called the non-detained docket. That's when your case is heard for relief while you are living free. We've been told for years and years and years, no, it's not catch and release. It's not catch and release. They're going to show up to get their hearings. They're going to show up to ICE. They're going to go through the process, and when they lose, they're going to go home. Well, we did the go home part. They lost the case. It's been fully adjudicated. They have a lawful removal order, and so they've been sent home. That's literally the process the previous guys told us and Congress, that Mayorkas told Congress was going to happen, that when you lose the case, you go home. If people who lose their cases get to stay, that's not due process. That's just the complete suspension of all of our immigration laws and national sovereignty. And of course, by the way, we're going to respect parental rights. When you're deporting an illegal alien and they want to bring their kids with them when they leave, of course we're not going to stand in the way of that. Now, I would say as a separate note, it's absurd as a country that we have a policy of declaring the children of illegal aliens to be automatic citizens. That doesn't even come up in this case because it's not relevant to the point that the mother wanted to bring her children with her, and of course we will honor and respect that.
Yes,
sir.
Where does the administration stand on its consideration of travel bans at this point? And then following up on the previous question, can you guarantee that migrants who are held in detention facilities have access to legal counsel as they're enacting these immigration policies?
Well, on the first point, it's still under consideration. We'll have an update when we have an update. And on the second point, illegal aliens will be given access to exactly what they're entitled to under current laws and court rulings, no more and no less. Obviously, it's this administration's view that illegal aliens should be able to be deported swiftly and quickly, and it should be as simple as, are you lawfully in the United States? No. If you are not, then you should go home. Like in a sane country, that would be the system. If you know that a person trespassed illegally in your property, you send them out of your property that quickly. Now, there are a lot of court rulings and other systems that have been put into place that slow things down, but we're going to move as fast as we possibly can to get illegal aliens out of our country.
Mr.
Yes.
Regarding the raid in Colorado Springs this weekend, do you have the nationalities? Because, I mean, against TDA and MS-13, but do you know if there were Colombians around? They found a really popular drug in Colombia, which is called 2C, the pink cocaine. Do you know if there were Colombians?
It's a great question. I don't have the nationalities available for you right now.
Are you pleased with this case? The number of Africans involved in all of this is a lot, or there is no Africans?
With respect to which question?
The deportation of illegal people.
Well, I mean, it includes everyone who came illegally in the last number of years.
But in terms of percentage, is a lot of Africans?
Well, I don't have the exact percentage in terms of the breakdown, but it's certainly true that the flows of illegal immigration that came in the last 4 years included many from not only Central America, not only Mexico, but all of Latin America, and of course Africa, Asia, Middle East, basically everywhere but Antarctica.
Negotiations with Iran.
I don't have any update on that for you right now.
Can you give us an update on how the president's meeting with Speaker Johnson
Comment on
went?
the two judges or the media outrage over these judges that were arrested, some of the outrage from Democrat lawmakers.
Yes. If you commit a federal obstruction crime, you will go to jail. There are explicit. It's amazing to me how the left defines democracy as that Congress passes a law and then local officials should religiously violate those laws with no consequences. Congress passed a series of laws over the years making it a crime to harbor, to smuggle, to evade, to obstruct, particularly and specifically in the context of immigration enforcement. So when you have a federal judge who engages in plain, direct, overt, intentional, and willful violation of those federal laws, of course they'll be arrested, and of course they belong in jail.
Do you know how
you guys ran on targeting violent criminals, worst of the worst. I'm not disputing any of the facts around the cases of these women who were deported, removed with their kids, but given You're looking for more money from Congress. ICE says they need more beds, they need more money. Is it the best use of the administration's resources to be going after moms of young kids, basically?
Do you yourself have an opinion on the subject?
I'm more interested in yours.
Well, what percentage of the, let's just pick an even number of, say, 10 million illegal aliens. Let's say that Biden released, I think it's closer to 20 million. Let's say he released 10 million illegal aliens into the country over the last 4 years. What percentage do you think we should let stay here of those 10 million?
I'm not trying to do a game show.
No, but I'm saying, no, but...
If you think that's the best use of
Well, hold on, but
dollars.
is it your view that if a Democrat president releases 10, 15, 20 million illegals into the country, that they all then should get to stay forever and for all of life?
Stephen, I don't have a view about what Democratic presidents do. I'm asking what the Republican president
Yeah,
should
so,
vote for and how he
okay,
wants
so you
use
don't want to
it.
answer the question because you know the answer is obvious. Everyone that Biden let in has to go home. Of course. I mean, it's a crazy thing to even ask. You think we should give administrative amnesty to some subset of the illegals that Biden... Here's how we're prioritizing it. ICE is going to continue to focus on raids against high-threat criminal aliens. We're going to use the entire force and power of the federal government to get them all home. Many will choose also to leave voluntarily and take advantage of the CBP Home app. But we are not going to ask taxpayers to subsidize the presence of a single illegal alien in this country. Here's another thing. Do you think that we have some sort of magic 8-ball to see which particular illegal aliens who skip their hearings, which particular gotaways are going to go on to commit a rape or murder? How do you explain to a parent in this country if you chose to release an illegal alien and they committed some heinous crime, why you chose to make that release? From a public safety standpoint alone, you cannot justify setting free a removable and deportable alien. Like in these recent cases, these were all illegal aliens who showed up at an ICE facility for a scheduled appointment. We'd be spending extra resources to set them free. They're already inside of the ICE facility. I mean, think about that. Illegal aliens walked, no, it's a very important point. Illegal aliens walked into an ICE facility and were taken into custody. Could you imagine telling ICE officers to release illegal aliens who announce and present themselves at an ICE facility? Would any other law enforcement agency do that? If a wanted fugitive went into an FBI facility and announced themselves, would they be allowed to walk out the door that very afternoon? I mean, the whole thing's preposterous.